The Qur'an came to pagans, and the first in line were Christians and Jews. Why? Because they committed the two greatest sins in the Qur'an. They made partners with God, and they hid his message from the world. They received revelations, and they ignored. Then they built their own God, gave him a name, and worshipped what they made. Just like any pagan system in history, they received revelations, and they ignored. They were chosen to carry God's message, but they hid it. Then they did what every pagan does. They built a god and worshipped him, not from stone or wood this time, but from theology and philosophy. That's why the Qur'an puts them first in line, not just as a warning to them, but as a warning to you. They weren't the first to receive God's message and betray it. Throughout history, the pattern repeats. Revelation comes, then is ignored, concealed, or reformed into a pagan system. The people of the book just happened to be next in line, and now they're first in line for the Qur'an's warning. Not because they failed once, but because they represent the same failure that always follows revelation: corruption, concealment, and idolatry reborn in new language. The Qur'an didn't come to confirm their books. It came to confront what they made up. And the first command ever given to the prophet was this: "O you who are wrapped up, arise and warn." That's the beginning of the mission. Not arise and agree. Not arise and confirm. Arise and warn. And who is the first target of that warning? Praise belongs to God who sent down the book, to warn of severe punishment from him, and to warn those who say, God has taken a son. They have no knowledge of it, nor did their forefathers. It is a monstrous word that comes out of their mouths. They say nothing but a lie. That was the religion of Noah, of Abraham, of Moses, of Jesus. But the people of the book broke it and claimed ownership of what they corrupted. That's why the Qur'an came, not to confirm, but to warn. The Qur'an identifies two crimes as the most severe, the most destructive, the most condemned. The first, associating partners with God. God does not forgive association with him, but forgives what is less than that for whom he wills. The Christians did exactly that. They gave God a son. Then they worshipped that son as God. They have certainly disbelieved who say, God is the Messiah, son of Mary. The second, hiding God's message. They were entrusted with the truth, not just to believe it, but to deliver it, and they failed. God took a covenant from those who were given the book to make it clear to the people and not hide it, but they threw it behind their backs. And do not mix truth with falsehood, and do not hide the truth while you know. But what did they hide? Not just verses. Not just laws. They hid the entire mission, that God is one, and he is the God of all nations. They changed the covenant, from submission and obedience to a private contract with a national God. A God who gives them land, status, and blessings, above all other nations, and who has no claim over the rest. Because the other nations, they said, belong to other gods. And so the Qur'an came, to bring the message back to all humanity. These are the two greatest sins in the Qur'an: to make a partner with God, and to keep his truth from reaching others. And the people of the book committed both.